What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the video. So in my efforts to socially isolate myself, I'm trying to stay at home as much as I possibly can, but at one point or another, I'd probably have to go get groceries or else I would most likely die. So with that said, I came up with the idea, how about I get a meal prep service to deliver all of the food, prepared, everything. All I have to do is just heat it up, delivered right to my front door, so I'll be even more unproductive than I currently am right now. So I ordered from this place, very highly rated and very expensive. It cost me $165 for 3 days. It's not a sponsored video, just in case I had to add a little bit of a truthful roast, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got $165. I got breakfast, lunch, dinner, and one snack for the 3 days, and I'm gonna see if it's worth it. So let's go. Okay, so let's open this bad boy up. My inner meathead is kicking in right now, and I'm way more excited than I should be. So let's see what we got here. Oh, ow. That's cold egg. Whoa, this is not what I expected. So these things, my meals seem to be sexually identifying themselves as frozen microwave dinners. You know, like, they have like the little plastic wrap. I was expecting to have like those big, like, massive, like, chunky plastic things. So this is actually a nice little touch. So good on you guys, Power Kitchen, to save some plastic. So everything is all laid out here now. Lunch and dinner stuff is on this side, and then the breakfast stuff is on this side, which I'm about to dive into. Everything looks really good. Like, this breakfast bowl is intriguing me quite a lot. Probably gonna get into this one because it's actually, you get 3 of them, so it's actually a lot of volume of food for 188 calories. Also probably gonna have this waffle. So this waffle says blueberry protein waffle, 352 calories, and it's done in 30 seconds. So hey, it looks like me and breakfast have something in common. So I'm gonna put this all together and then we're gonna give it a taste test. Alrighty, well, my kitchen smells absolutely fantastic. And to be honest with you, I was kind of worried about these ones with like the cooking instructions. It said only put it in the oven for 3 minutes, and I was like, there was no way that these things would get hot in time, but in 3 minutes, these things are like crispy and warm. So wow, gotta trust the people. So I'm gonna start off with the protein Belgian waffle. Right away, texture, I like a crispy waffle, that's just me. And then here we have the maple syrup that looks like it's been diluted in water. Like, I already get my drinks diluted at the club. I don't need my maple syrup diluted too. I'm gonna try to eat this in the most humane way possible because some of you guys don't like how I eat. Slash everyone doesn't like how I eat. That's really good. Wow. It doesn't require any fluids to help this go down like normal protein pancakes or protein waffles would. It tastes like actually like a normal waffle. And the blueberries, nice little touch, sweetness of the maple syrup. I'm impressed. I'd probably give that like an 8 out of 10. Probably an 8 out of 10, not a 10 out of 10, because I feel like it would have been better if they told you to put it in the oven to get a little bit crispy. But overall, super good. So now on to the frittata egg bites. So 188 calories, like I said earlier, for all of these. And let's give it a go. These things smell incredible. It tastes like a flavorful sponge. Very airy. So I'm comparing these right now to the Starbucks egg bites, the egg white bites specifically, because I eat those all the time. And the egg white bites, you get 2 of them, and they're significantly smaller than these, and they're 170 calories. I mean, I think the Starbucks ones are a little bit better, but like these are really good for the calories. So egg bites, done. Probably give those like a 6.5, 7 out of 10. I would definitely have this meal again. Don't get me wrong. I think the biggest thing that I'm worried about with this next 3 days is that all of my food is prepared for me, just sitting in the fridge. And like, I'm probably just gonna eat it all in one day. So I'm probably gonna have to start practicing kitchen distancing alongside my social distancing. But yeah, we are off to a good start, so I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. It's been like 5 minutes since I last ate, and that was just not enough volume to feed this beast. So I wanted to try those 1-bite keto brownies for my snack. And will you look at that? They are keto and they're not wrapped in bacon. How interesting. So it is 4. You get 4 of these per serving. And it says here they are 56 calories. I don't know if that means per one or the whole entire thing. 1 gram of net carbs. I don't like tracking net carbs. That just confuses the hell out of me. And they're in this very cute individual sized little muffin thingy majiggies. Those are really good. Not sweet at all. Tasting very keto-y. coconut oil, walnuts, dark chocolate, cocoa powder, 5 grams of fat. I feel like keto is just like a fun word of saying hungry. That's just me. All right, well, I just watched a 23-minute long Facebook video of someone bathing a baby hippo, so that kind of just sums up how bored I am right now. But it is going on 3 o'clock, so I'm gonna have some lunch right now. I'm already missing kind of like throwing my clothes off and throwing my apron on and cooking it up in the kitchen, because being in the kitchen is such a big part of my life and my day that it seems kind of weird and I don't even know what to do with myself right now. So I'm gonna go into the fridge and see what I'm gonna pick. It is 3:15 right now, so it took me 15 minutes to choose my meal. I opened the fridge and I was just far too overwhelmed. There's just way too many options. So I just actually chose the worst looking one. So this one is called the sweet and sticky meatballs with rice noodles and stir-fried asparagus. Here it is. This one just makes me feel emotional, not in a good way. And it doesn't even tell you what kind of meat it is. So it's just mystery meat. I mean, at the end of the day, protein is protein no matter what species it may come from. All right, it just looks very like bland. Like there's nothing on the noodles. It doesn't taste bad. It just doesn't taste. It's just missing ingredients to make it taste good, you know? Like, I'm gonna give that a 5.5 out of 10. I just think they could have went a little more with that one. If you guys are looking to watch a show on Netflix, I have been watching this one called Elite. So I'm on the last season, season 3. It's pretty good. It's about like some like high school thing. It's all in Spanish, so there's subtitles. So you can learn some Spanish along the way. Hola. I don't really understand. Like, when I watch some of these shows and they're in high school, I'm like, why was my high school days not like that? Like, I was getting stood up at like prom and these people are like dealing with like murders and shit. But anyway, it's time for dinner. So here we have the meal. So it's Mexican chicken and Mexican rice, and then kung pao broccoli. So who doesn't like a good Mexican Asian fusion meal? Smells really good. Portion size is a concern for me. Like, I can count the amount of grains of rice that are in this bowl. I'm gonna try to eat this in the most humane way possible because some of you guys don't like how I eat. Wow, that is some moist chicken. It is freaking amazing. Rice is very, very flavorful. Cuminy, nice bit of cilantro. I like it. So now let's try the Asian kung pao broccoli. This is the best meal of the day so far. Awesome. This is really good. I would be happy to eat this again. So I would say today has been a success so far. I've got a lot of work done because I didn't even have to think about cooking or anything to do with meals. I just knew I had to go to the fridge, grab something, put it in the microwave, and it's done. So I just had a lot more time to work, and kind of puts into perspective how much time I'm in the kitchen and thinking about food. So a lot of work done. So far, so good. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. It is day number 2, and I just finished up a fasted workout, and now it's time to have breakfast, and luckily, everything's already prepared for me. So I'm gonna be going with the breakfast wrap. It's steak, egg, and cheese, 407 calories in this thing. So it says throw it in the oven for 3 minutes, 300 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. So here is the burrito in a nice spinach wrap. At first glance, I'd say it's mid-pack in terms of length and girth. I mean, which is not bad because with burritos, you either get one or the other. You either get the length or the girth, not both. And that doesn't just go for burritos. So we're gonna give this a taste test. And when you do burrito taste tests, you do not go from the top. Why? Because there is way too much tortilla buildup that it just won't be a good bite. So what you wanna do is stand it up on the table, and we wanna attack it from the side like you're a vampire going in for the kill. Or a taste if you have self-control. Well, that was not a good bite. So apparently there is steak and cheese in here, but I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is just a pure brick wall of scrambled egg. And it's kind of cold, so I'm not very pleased with that 3 minutes at 300. Once we get to this side, it's good. You get the steak, the cheese, the egg. I dig it. Just, it's very poorly wrapped. You gotta kind of give it a little mix before you give it a roll. But overall, I'd probably give this like a 7.5 out of 10. I would've liked if it came with like some like salsa or some hot sauce on the side. We give it that nice little touch. So I'm on a hike right now with my dad. You can see him kind of right there in the distance. If you guys end up going on hikes, I highly suggest going with someone who's in worse shape than you because there are bears out there. But this was a spontaneous trip. He was like, hey Will, you wanna go for a hike? Catch up a little bit, and I was like, sure, for around 50 bucks. So here we are. So the nice thing about it was I could just go to the fridge and grab something to eat and to pack with me in my bag just in case we cannot find our way out today. And also from a convenience standpoint, it was nice to be able to take something healthy and not resort to like protein bars, like a bag of chips or something processed of that nature. So yeah, gonna continue this walk, seeing a lot of paw prints that are certainly not dogs. But yeah, so hopefully I'll catch up with you guys in about an hour's time. All right, so good news is I'm still alive. That's probably bad news for some of you, but oh well. And I'm ready to eat. So I packed a little bit strategically, and I ended up packing one of the vegan meals. So I have 2 vegan meals, and I thought like not many animals would want. Actually, the vegan meals would probably keep animals away. So what I did bring with me was this vegan meal here, like a patty with some white rice and asparagus. It is the California burger, jasmine rice, stir-fried asparagus, 285 calories. And this thing just looks so dry just looking at it. I just need to like go to the river over there and cop a little sip of water. I even brought a nice little plastic fork with me. I was prepared. Smells good. We're in the wild. We don't use utensils in the wild. It's good, very moist, has a curry touch to it. Kind of tastes like a falafel. Well, that actually exceeded my expectations. Very flavorful patty. The other stuff was good for what it was. I mean, better than bringing a protein bar with you. So yeah, I think it's worth it. So that was the packaging of my meal in the woods. Some of you guys seem to get super triggered when I don't show me throwing my stuff out. So there you go. Now we can all go to bed being nice and happy. So those meals, like the burrito and then that thing in the woods, kept me full for a very long time, and that is no easy task. So I'm very happy about that. But now I have been kind of snacking on these keto chicken poppers with some of this Chipotle ranch. Really good. So the whole entire thing is 340 calories, 44 grams of protein. So a lot of protein in the meals I've had. They've been all upwards of around 40 grams, which is kind of like the ideal sweet spot. I'm getting used to the meal prep life. It is super early right now for me to be having dinner, but I was working, opened the fridge, and then I saw my meal sitting there all ready to go. So I was like, let's just do it. So here I have a fajita Mexican rice bowl with Italian veg stew, which I believe is just a not as nice way to say ratatouille. I love that damn movie. But I am just so sick of eating like meals sized for hobbits. Like I like big volume of food, and I like to take like, I don't like to take my time. I don't like to take my time at all when I eat, but I like to eat for a long period of time with a lot of food. And like, I just eat this and like within a minute I'm done. I'm like, hey, okay, well, I guess time to get back to work. I mean, although I've been getting a lot of work done and my editing game has been strong for the past 2 days, but I feel like with these type of things, you should be able to like kind of customize more for the size of the person. Like this is only a 464 calorie meal. Not that much food, but we'll see how it tastes. That's really good. And then for this Mexican steak, they really like to do all this fusion stuff. They're really taking us all over the globe on this meal prep. Ollie, you wanna try some? Okay, Ollie's taste test of the steak fajita. Here. What do you think? What do you think? Descriptive. I mean, I guess he's still standing here and his eyes are like bulging out of his like sockets, so I think that's a good thing. Why do you have a seizure when you eat? Okay, well that was day 2 of the food. Overall, that was much better than day number 1. And day number 3 tomorrow, we got some pretty good looking stuff. All right, so I'm about to go heat up my 3rd and final breakfast of this 3-day thing. Wow, the reason why I'm out of breath right now is because I just finished an at-home leg workout that was very, very intense, and all I used was a backpack, no equipment needed. Got my heart rate jacked up, so I'm gonna go put this in the oven, and while it's heating up, I'll show you guys the workout. Definitely give that workout a try. Your legs will be certified jello. So here we have the last breakfast, this breakfast bowl. It looks like there's been some sort of semblance of effort put into the appearance of this one, which is kind of nice. Probably beats anything that I would actually typically make for breakfast on a normal day. So I must say, out of all the days so far, breakfast is definitely the most worth it. So eggs, caramelized onions, spinach, mushrooms, peppers, turkey sausage, and then this other stuff, which I thought was ham, but I believe it is radish. Always. This is really good. Always nice to look at a meal and think it's more calories than it is. Like, I looked at this originally and I thought sausage, whole eggs, and I was like, it must be like 500 calories, but it's 370 calories. Super happy about that. Probably the best breakfast of this 3 days. All right, so it's been probably a minute and 30 seconds since I had breakfast, and that thing did not fill me up at all. Was tasty though. So I'm just gonna have lunch and just screw myself over for the end of the day. So here we have the barbacoa with sweet potato and kung pao broccoli. Kung pao broccoli was really good. So let's give this a taste test. So I'm comparing this to Chipotle barbacoa. That is my favorite meat of choice. It's good, no Chipotle. I mean, I definitely need a microwave that doesn't just heat up the container and actually heats up the food also. I feel like I'm using the microwave way too much. Like, the microwave is not good for you. Really miss cooking on the oven. Yeah, don't use the microwave. If you're one of those people who lets their coffee get cold and then you reheat it in the microwave, God have mercy on your soul. 8 out of 10. Don't you just hate when you're on the treadmill and then your hand accidentally hits the stop button? Yeah, me too. So it is 5:30 now, so quite a lot of time has passed since I last ate, and I'm gonna have my last snack of this not challenge, this isn't really a challenge, of this 3 days, and it is gonna be the overnight oats in this cute little mason jar. So let's see how it is. So the ultimate way to see if the overnight oats are actually good is to open the jar, of course, and then now we do just close your eyes. Okay, we're good. These are the peanut butter overnight oats. 384 calories. It's quite a lot for this little thing. 15 grams of protein, 41 carbs, 20 grams of fat. Look at that. Here we go. I'm excited for this one. That's really good. Very good. So dinner tonight is gonna be vegan quesadilla with Italian vegetable stew. Here we go. So the last meal prepped meal of the 3 days. This quesadilla, is that what it's called? Yeah, this quesadilla feels wet, and I'm not very familiar with damp quesadillas. Let me just investigate a bit further. So you can definitely taste the absence of meat. If you're looking for something vaguely Mexican flavored to shove down your throat, this will probably satisfy that craving for you. I'm searching for texture right now, but I'm quite convinced I won't find it. But overall, it's consumable. 3 days done, let's talk about it. Was it worth it? I don't think it was. I mean, I definitely ordered more than the average person would. I don't think they see many people ordering meals for every single meal of the day, unless you're some sort of famous actor preparing for a role. But other than that, super excessive. I mean, I think it would be a good idea if you're someone who's very busy, you work like over 40 hours a week, to maybe order like 5 meals a week, put them in your freezer as emergency meals. And if you're way too busy to even cook because you're so busy, take them out and heat it up. It's just a great way to save some time. But for me, $165 with the little like thing that I was doing, I don't think it was worth it. I was like left wanting just a little bit more. So every single day I had around 2,000 calories, 2,100 calories. So I did have to eat just a little bit afterwards after I had all the meals, which was not what I wanted. In terms of taste, I did like it. Like 75 to 80% of the meals I did enjoy. Like the breakfast was certainly the star of the show every single day. The waffles were good, the burritos were good, the bowl was really good. So you cannot beat the breakfast. Like totally would get the breakfast again. But the lunch and dinners left me wanting just a little bit more. Lack of seasoning, lack of creativity. Some stuff looked very boring. So like at some points I was just not really even excited to eat, which is incredibly weird for me. So I did want to start cooking up sometimes. But I guess like the bright side of having your stuff done and prepared for you is that you can like focus on other aspects of your life and be productive in other aspects of your life. And in the past 3 days, I filmed and edited 2 videos and began a 3rd video, which is pretty crazy in 3 days. That usually takes me over a week to do. So that just puts into perspective how much time I personally take in the kitchen. So if you guys have been interested in meal prep, hopefully this helped you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one.